Good morning, Keza. Good morning, Kylie. And good morning, everyone else. Kat, you've popped in as well. Good morning. We're here on a beautiful day, as you saw, or the start of a day, as you saw at that opening scene. It is my front yard looking at the bird bath. No birds in it this morning, though. I really do need to somehow encourage them back because I shifted it round. Instead of the kookaburra on it facing west, it's now facing east, and I don't know that they like it. Oops, I forgot to hide that. Sorry, Kat. Good morning, though. Good morning, Kim. Lovely to have you here this morning. So I gather you're in person, not driving to work, being a Saturday. It is Saturday, the 9th of April. And we're in Port Elliot, South Australia. That's me, Ros Boundy Psychic Medium, and ready to do our daily Lenormand card spread reading. Oh, you've got a yucky day there. Oh, goodness. Well, if my today now is any indication of your tomorrow, it's going to be a beautiful day. So far, it is blue skies, the sun's shining, and it's lovely. Oh, thank you for that, Kim. It's a plain rectangle of lawn with a border of beautiful native gum trees sort of thing. It's only small garden, but it is lovely when I've got the birds out there. I absolutely love the birds. So going to plant some more so that there's more encouragement even for the birds, and probably even pull up the lawn. I don't know yet. That's future stuff. I want it as low maintenance as possible. So as we get to being the creaky bones and joints and rest of that, it's easier if it's, it'd be nice to be back to scrub and natural almost. So anyway, here we go. We're going over to the cards this morning. And now, I meant this morning. Yes, it is this morning. I'm raving. It's all right. It's all right. Here we've got, I've done a mix of cards this morning because I just felt like the difference that I do on a weekend anyway. So initially when I put the first 4 cards down here, Spirit was just telling me, no, use the Bluebird Lenormand as well. So these 4 of the gilded are the Rana George Lenormand deck. That's this deck here. Beautiful, beautiful cards. The glitter, the shine on the gilding is superb. When we get it in the right light, as you can see, it does shine, sparkle. Well, sparkle, it's more shine because it's got gold gilding. These here are the Blue Lenormand deck, Bluebird Lenormand deck, and they've got those little verses on them. Quite a difference. And you might see even more difference with things that I showed tonight. Now, I am streaming to my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, the Ros Boundy page, the mytimetv.live, and the Ros Boundy private card reading group, just so that those who are in there, if they feel like, instead of all the other stuff on Facebook, just go direct to the group and make their comments there. I'm just popping over to see if I can see where I am live on YouTube, because it's supposed to be feeding to YouTube, but it's looking like it's not. So I'm just double checking that. So thank you for your patience. I know you don't mind me doing the button pushing at the moment. And I just need to check that it is doing that. You might get some feedback. It's not coming up with me being live. So that's very interesting. I might have to upload that one if it's not doing the right thing. Very interesting. So look, sometimes the technology is something that can be a little bit of a challenge. And I've got it looks looking like I'm going to have to sign in there, which is interesting. I haven't had to do that before. Maybe that's why it didn't do it. Hey, it's all good. Would you like me to change it back? Gosh, all the things. Would you like me to change it back to this view for the moment? Just hang on a sec while I do all this. And yes, the technology is being a challenge. Oh, goodness. And it's still not looking like it's coming up live. So that is interesting. Anyway, what we'll do is continue onward. We shall continue onward. Thank you for being patient with me there. Thank you. And here we go. So what did you write there, Keza? You've got pet magpies at work. You call out little man and comes for a treat. They do. I've got a little family of magpies here that do exactly that. They come in regularly each season as they're nesting and making new family, really. And I'm just looking out there. There's a few moths at the bushes, but there is it's a seagull over on the road, so it's not a magpie. Anyway, we're here for the cards, so I'll continue onwards. With the 5 cards, it's just the top. I'll just feel it into being the more awareness, what we're in awareness with, our conscious levels, and what we're here in that more subconscious that the Bluebird Lenormand is bringing in. The central card here actually flew out when I was shuffling them and wanted to be the center of attention. Effectively, that's what I felt with this card. So it's actually the spirit. It's all the elements. So I'll try and hold it up. This camera really isn't focusing that well, is it? So holding it up, it's the elements. So it's all that is as far as how our physicalness and beingness and source is. It is the all. So you've got the air, fire, water, earth, and the ether, the spirit, as you can see, all surrounding. And on that note, it is the that central, the strength, the how we pivot around in our lives, in our world, in what we do. It really is bringing that all aspects of it together, and it's obviously why it wanted to jump out at me. The card is number 37, so it is an extra beyond what the regular Lenormand deck is, or Lenormand, however we pronounce it. So that comes down to 11. That first of those angel numbers, that strength number, the double numbers. So it really has that strength for us today. Absolutely. So we're moving in. I'll go through what is the more obvious, more conscious level awareness of what we've got that we're needing to be aware of for our day today. So it is the key. We've got the child there and the anchor. So it's really opening up those new possibilities of whatever doorway you're feeling you're needing to step through today. Or it could be the treasure chest. So really feel, what does a key actually mean to you? So with any card, with any message that you receive, tapping into your spiritual connections, what's that first instinctive gut feeling around a key do you feel? And bring that into your awareness. There's something in your day-to-day that you're going to be using a key, whether physical or whether it's that sort of metaphorical type of key. You know, you're opening and stepping through doorways on an emotional level or physically on a new house level, and you've got your first key, or think, for that type of thing. So really feel into that. There is a key to what we're doing today. And having the child there at play, especially above all of those elements that we have available to us, that being all of who we are. A child doesn't think too much about the who they are, what they're supposed to be doing next. They're most times all engrossed in what they're doing in their play and what they're doing in their learning, mostly. I can remember as I went through school, it wasn't always the case. I just wanted to read books and play in the yard with friends. But here we have the child playing in the dirt by themselves, but there's always that invitation or the possibility that there's someone else playing that game of, I think it's marbles. Yes, it is. It's a game of marbles there. So there's usually an opponent. There's usually someone to share a game with. and space and time, that energy, and using all of those elements that we've got, we're going to be in a state of playfulness through our day-to-day, and bringing that into anchor and ground for us so that we are remembering those possibilities as a child and what we're doing in our space, in what our world is, in what our experiences are, in the things that we do. Just make sure too that if you are doing things that need to have that sense of stability and steadiness, that you are grounding or anchoring, putting that, dropping the anchor even in your mind with your intentions, that you are aware it is stable. Whatever you're actually stepping through and into and playing with, having fun with, that it is stable and safe, because an anchor will bring that level of safety as well. Using all of who we are, all of that are our elementals, and because we are it, we're this, we're all of what this is representing, and we have that in abundance. It's who we are in our completeness, right? So what we have here too that's going to be brought up from just the shadows, I suppose, in some sense. They've just been hiding, waiting there in that, probably even in the auras, ready to come into that physical body as well. It is the letter, and it is the garden. So I'm actually going to pull them, show them, and read the verses of these, just to bring them to the awareness, to the surface, out of that sort of shadow darkness. And the letter is about, and I've got to look this way because I can't read it. It's not focusing properly, is it? There you go. This surprise letter from a place remote brings good news from a friend who wrote, if the words portend a stormy sky, sadness will soon much intensify. Well, that's not what this is, as far as it's not in a grand tableau. I think these verses do refer to positioning in a grand tableau. This is to the left of what we're indicating. So to me, it feels like it's just sharing something from the past that's bringing it to our memory and sharing a wonderful memory in a personal letter. I received one through the week last week, and it was absolutely lovely to have a handwritten card come in the mail. So good morning, Michaela. You're a bit late, and you weren't. I'd only just started at the time you popped in. I saw your comment, but just kept going with the reading, okay? But I do need to show them now. So morning, and beautiful sunny day. It is absolutely here. Okay. So with that letter, it is receiving good news. To me, it's receiving good news. It's receiving for this, what my message is I'm receiving is that it's memories. It's bringing forward that which is wonderful news. It's friends sharing, because that was the way that we used to share and news with each other, was writing letters to each other. We didn't have the technology of what we have now. But even now, the sharing of emails and all that entails is wonderful too. Oh, I saw you just popping in another one of the hearts. I wasn't almost going to show it, but I will now. Thank you for that. And it is friends sharing, like you've just shared there, Michaela. And this is the garden. So what we're bringing forward is that awareness of the gardens, which I've already done with my front yard. And here it's a beautiful depiction of a formal garden. So the garden, and I'm trying to get it to focus. The garden's a treat to a party you'll go. New friends will arrive and romance may flow. Life's to be enjoyed with nature all around. In this verdant setting, beauty and peace abound. Isn't that so beautiful? And it does bring in that maybe what you're going to be receiving in the letter could be a invitation to a garden party of some sort, or whether it's even to a wedding party or engagement party, something really special, birthday party. Beautiful energies around this that's going to be shown, come from those shadows and be brought forward, brought into your awareness. So certainly be on the lookout for a letter, but maybe it's also saying to you that you need to be writing these letters and sending out invitations, or go out into the natural life of gardens and beaches and out with Mother Nature, Gaia, Mother Earth, nurture yourself and have that replenishment to your soul of what is that beautiful energy that comes from the center of the earth, because that's where the seed is of all energies, created from that tiniest. And look at what our wonderful earth is, and you look at then what is the surrounding galaxy, and then what is our cosmos. We are but that tiny, tiny space, but look at all the potential that we have in living our life in its fullest and being part of that something that is so wonderful and big. But feel the fullness of you first. Bring in that is nurturing to you, like sharing memories and those types of places and spaces to enjoy playing games with each other, having enjoying time together in creative ways, like the child does, like going on an adventure, opening up all those possibilities of how you would like to spend your time in this earth. You have that feeling, that intuition of what your life is meant to be, what your life is intended to be. We all have that little seed of knowing. We just don't know sometimes what we don't know. Explore it. Play those games. Really explore the potential. Open those doorways. Step through into places and spaces that may not be your comfort zone, but explore. Have fun. Enjoy the beautiful day we have today. Well, I have here. Others do too in this similar area. Who wasn't not having the nice weather? Well, I'm sorry, but seasons move through, and it will be nice tomorrow. Or it may clear up and be very nice this afternoon. It's all those possibilities, isn't it? So thank you, each and every one of you, for being here, sharing your time with me. I love sharing my time with you and continue to do so, thankfully. And thank you, Keza. Because I wasn't able to do the Friday night intuitive chat with Leanne last night, because I had actually, sort of double booked. I'd forgotten about the time shift I'd made with my programming. I'm bringing those night evenings, the weekly ones, up to 7:30, and I'd already scheduled it for last night, and then realised, I have a webinar on already, so I couldn't do it. I'm going to be doing from 7:30 tonight, and tomorrow night I'll be doing that as a to make up for it sort of thing. But there's going to be a slight difference. So read the description when you come in to watch that tonight if you're going to. And I'd love you to. It'd be lovely to have you there. It'll be the individual card pulls, or if you would like to pay $5 for the you can prepay for that and turn up, and I'll do a reading of whatever choice there might be on the table tonight. I don't know what that is yet. That's going to be part of the surprise. But it's sort of a demo of some of the tools and readings and whatever mix it shows up with, because it's an intuitive chat time. So thank you. And I did have a link here somewhere. Well, I did have. I don't know if I do still. Let me just see if I do for that particular card. I do. Hang on. Let me just have a look, and I'll pop that in because it'll be for tonight's live stream special. I will just copy and paste that into our studio here, and then for those who would like to pre-book that, you've got that option there already. And so I'll see you tonight at 7:30. Otherwise, it'll be tomorrow morning at 8. So have a wonderful day. Keep being the best you that you can be, as we do, and use all of those elements that are within you: fire, water, earth, air, ethers, spirit, all that we are. So be the best you. Namaste until tomorrow. Bye. Or tonight. Bye now. I'm trying to think, which way do I do that? I think out loud too. Bye-bye.